Hello, everyone. URWL Wrestling has finally returned, and we are live. Let's go to the ring where URWL President and Chairman Vince Neil 1981 is standing by.
Ladies and gentlemen of Buffalo, New York, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The URWL is back, and the URWL is live.
Damn right! Sure feels great to hear those words.
Tonight, things change. And by the end of the night, in this very ring, we will crown the first ever URWL Federational Champion. I'll be in the commentary booth for the main event, and if you know me, you know who I'm pulling for.
The 18-time URWL champion certainly will be ready.
But tonight is only step one of what's to come. Tonight's the first step toward our next supercard, URWL Dangerous Minds. And tonight, I'm happy to announce its main event. For a second time, URWL champion Jamie Emo will defend his title one-on-one against the number one contender, Fusion.
There we go! Fusion and Emo one-on-one for a second time at Dangerous Minds.
You wanted a rematch? Well, you got a rematch.
Oh, here we go. The 1%, the self-proclaimed 1% of virtual wrestling just needs to say his piece, and look who he has with him. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the head lawyer of the URWL appearing for the first time on URWL television. That's Jack Stern. To my knowledge, fans, as I said before, this is the first time Mr. Stern has ever appeared on URWL programming, and as you see, Vince isn't necessarily too happy with his appearance. And I don't think he's pleased to see a fellow board member walking down the aisle with an insurance policy into a very valuable insurance policy in his own right. Well, let's just see what Mr. Loudmouth has to say.
Vince, allow me to ask you a serious question. Who gives you the right to say the word rematch without consulting the Stern family?
Oh, here we go again. Seth Stern still wants his rematch. What else is new?
I worked tirelessly, day after day, hour after hour, during this pitiful hiatus you and Goldash created. I dominated the Japanese wrestling industry with an unmatched winning streak. I, more than anyone else here, deserve another shot.
Let me ask you a question, Stern. How many more chances do we have to give you?
Well, the URWL fans certainly in agreement with our chairman, and for good reason. How many chances do you have
Seth,
to give him?
you're a talented competitor. Everyone can see that. But like your buddy Corey Cobra, your $1 million vocabulary can't match your 2-cent effort.
Now just hold on one damn second.
I'll handle this one, Seth.
Well, here we go. Jack Stern.
Once again, Vince, you failed to see what's directly in front of you. My nephew, Seth Stern, is a new man, a better man. I'm sure you remember the results of Thanksgiving Throwdown, so allow me to refresh your memory. My nephew defeated a man who was once considered unbeatable, the former URWL champion, Interrogative. Regardless of what you believe, Vince, Seth Stern unquestionably remains the heir apparent to his rightful URWL championship.
And all I can see is a lipstick-covered pig who don't fly straight. I mean, dear Lord, Seth, your victory over Intro wouldn't have happened without a chair. Your tirade on Rankhead should have ended in a goddamn suspension. And honestly, kid, you should use a goddamn razor once in a while. Quite frankly, you look like a kosher pile of shit.
That's typical, you know, that's so typical. That's all you and Goldash say these days, how I or Jones or Taurus or Carnage or Tamerka, how we should all be taught a lesson by sitting on the sidelines. Well, clearly that strategy isn't working in your favor any longer.
Seth is correct. It doesn't take an imbecile to see the state your company is in. You see, Vince, we on the board see you as nothing more than Goldie's hand-picked errand boy.
What? That's totally off the mark.
Ever since you became chairman, Vince, all you've been is a Goldash yes man. You thought that running a wrestling company was about respect and friendship, sunshine, rainbows. Well, guess what, son? The URWL doesn't belong to either of you anymore. Your influence in the boardroom and the locker room dwindles day by day, and all the two of you continue to do is whine to everyone in earshot.
Completely untrue.
Hell, this rant board network business has only made this once great organization look like a pigsty.
Sure.
But before we continue to lose composure, I suggest you reconsider the participants in the Dangerous Minds main event.
Well, there will be a rematch of Dangerous Minds, Jack, but it's Emo versus Fusion, one-on-one. Seth had his chance. He's done. Ding.
Honestly, catchphrases? I knew it all along, Vince. You and Goldash, you're exactly like your precious Buffalo Bills. You're an irrelevant, dated example of failure.
Oh, come on, Seth. Come on, you know better than to bring them into this mess. These people deserve better. Just entitled arrogance from this man.
But since we're willing to negotiate, I'll take Uncle Jack's proposal and take it one step further. I'm willing to prove that I'm better than I've ever been. And all you'll have to do is book me against Fusion on the next episode of Live, with his #1 contendership at Dangerous Minds on the line.
So much for working your way up the ladder.
I like the way you think, Seth. Vince, ball's in your court. How's that for a proposal?
Well, you certainly drive a hard bargain. But you're selling me a load of crap. And I ain't buying it.
Damn right you aren't.
As far as I can tell, you two can talk all you want, but the URWL is moving on from the past. Moving on with our main event. Moving on with the show. And most importantly, moving on without you two holding us back.
Couldn't have said it any better, Vince. Go get him.
Long as I'm the chairman of the board, and you goons are going to tell Goldie and I how to run our business. And as I hail, the URWL will not fail.
Damn right it won't.
Well, Vince, we do have a second proposal you may find very interesting. Seth, if you may.
Oh, no. No! Damn it! That's the chairman of the board! That's the co-founder of the URWL! How dare you, Sethster! How goddamn dare you! This delusional, unstable young man is front and center in this URWL power struggle. I wish I could say I could see it coming, but here it is. Damn you, Jack! Damn you, Seth! Damn it all to hell! Buffalo, New York, the first Niagara Center. Regardless of what may have just happened, the show must go on, and the URWL is live. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's main event pits the final URWL Internet Champion and the final URWL Russian Champion. We're talking about Barry White and Aleksandar Kuleshov, title for title, to crown the new URWL Federational Champion. But first, we open this monumental night with controversial rookie Rally Star against this man, the Commander. Let's send it on over to longtime URWL public address announcer, Andy Mace.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest
let's take a look at the URWL Roughness rankings, and as you see, the Commander and Rally Star are not that far apart on the rankings. Commanders you see number 12, while Rally Star sits at number 16. I think that both of these men, despite being somewhat evenly matched on that ranking sheet, there's no comparison. I think the Commander tonight has the advantage technically, the experience advantage, and the fans advantage. As you hear in the background, the chants of USA already beginning here in Buffalo for our introductory contest. He's only wrestled in one match, folks. The flamboyant West Ender is looking to add to that winning streak.
His opponent from the West End of London, E. Tonight, he weighs in at 237 pounds and stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. Ladies and gentlemen, Rally Star!
Fans, after URWL Road to Rebirth, Rally Star became the wrestler on everyone's lips, if you will. And it's not hard to see. He's psychologically advantageous from the moment he steps into that squared circle, with an effective combination of flamboyant, boisterous acts, and, well, a hard-nosed offense once those dissipate. And he kind of changes between both, trying to catch his opponent off guard. And it works for the most part, at least it worked against Jonas Carlson at Road to Rebirth. As we see, Rally Star at Road to Rebirth found himself in a predicament against Jonas Carlson, who at that point dominated their debut matchup. Star showed promise, Carlson had answers. And as we've all seen, that match came down to a last-second roll-up pin and count of 3, as you're seeing right now. Rally Star, stealing that victory, became, as I said, the wrestler on everyone's lips that night and, well, into the future. Tonight, in only his second match, it's time for him, Rally Star, to prove that he's the real deal against Commander. But as I said before, it'll be a tough act to follow. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introductory matchup of URWL Live, Episode 1, looks to begin. Star, Commander, exchanging, blocking, punches inside the ring, building up. The fans responding. Who will emerge? And the Commander nails the first punch of this contest, and we are underway here on the Rantboard Network. The chants of USA begin once again as the Commander looking to take down Rally Star, the wrestling takedown. He does. Now it must sting for the Commander, the former North American champion, to see Aleksandar Kuleshov in this main event as Rally Star reverses. Looking now to build an advantage, taking Commander down. And it must sting for him to see that North American or Russian championship retired as Rally Star posing inside that ring. Commander now with the side headlock takeover, reversed by Rally Star into a wrist lock, looking to scoop up Commander and down with a slam. Rally Star right out of the gate looking for the pinfall. Could it be over already? 2 and no. Won't be that easy to take down the Commander, despite what Kuleshov did. Now going back to what I was talking about before, Commander's worked so hard over the years to improve his technical skill, he might need it right now. Surfboard stretch applied by Rally Star as the Commander, wheeled on by these Buffalo fans, looks to break out, but Rally Star increasing the pressure. And he does break out. The Commander now back in control, running in, the Irish whip to the apron. Commander now looking to send Star down. He does. Drop kick to the floor. More specifically to the matting outside the ring, as I've referenced it as so many times before. And I don't want to make needless assumptions, but Father Time may be catching up to the Commander, especially in his feud against Kuleshov. And let's see if he can shut down these rumors by shutting down a younger competitor in Rally Star here tonight, because he just needs to use his experience, his technicality, and he needs to have that big match performance to shut down somebody like Rally Star, who, as you saw at Road to Rebirth, can change the tune of a match in an instant. as we go to Skycam. Commander now looking to go to the top rope. Not his strong suit, and Rally Star responds, looking to send him down, setting him up, and down. Neckbreaker right from the top turnbuckle as Rally Star, the press, sending the Commander right back down. Star, as I said earlier, he has a high-octane offense. He's a very promising competitor, but he also likes to humiliate his opponents in the ring. As he sends Commander into the corner, follows up with a, well, I don't know how to describe that. Rally Star once again looking to mold that psychological advantage in his favor right now. Star now, Russian leg sweep. 3 words I don't think Commander wants to hear after his defeat to Kuleshov, and now Rally Star using the ropes. Dirty tactics, Commander has none of it. Kicks out at 2. Side headlock now by Commander, reversed. Waist lock by Rally Star and takes him down. Neckbreaker. And the flamboyant West Ender looks to get into his opponent's head once again, but no! Commander! Clothesline saying, I'm having none of that tonight. We're going to go after the arm, weaken Rally Star's offense, but Rally countering, pushing him away in the Star line. That's what he calls it by Rally Star. Moving back now. One of his trademark maneuvers. What a neck breaker. And now Rally Star. Almost going for his submission maneuver, the Star Shooter, but looking to weaken those legs instead of entering in a submission predicament. Star now going for the pin, going for the cover, going for the win. 2 and no, the Commander kicks out. Fans responding, liking what the Commander's been doing so far. He's on a losing streak, but the Commander has proven in the past that he is one of the URWL's elite technicians, if not the elite URWL technician. Now bouncing Star into the turnbuckles, and back down, German suplex. And one of the facets of the Commander's attack has to be those suplexes. He uses them early, often, and to his advantage as he goes now for a submission. Reverse chinlock, camel clutch of sorts applied. The fans getting behind him with a USA chant once again. And they definitely want to see the American Patriot defeat this English playboy, Rally Star, here tonight in Buffalo, New York. Maybe a border town, but it's still in the United States of America. The Commander now wrenching, looking for that pressure point to send Rally Star to submission, but no, Rally Star turns it around to his favor, goes behind. Rally Star now, electric chair drop right to the canvas, and Rally Star looking once again now, dirty pin. The referee doing nothing about it. 2 and no. Commander once again not getting fooled. Irish whip into the ropes by Commander, dropping down once again. Commander now looking for another German suplex. He hits it. One of the hottest moves in the wrestling world today, the German suplex, as now he goes for the pin. After that impactful move, 2 and no. Commander now. Irish whip to the opposite corner. What will happen? Placing Rally Star now onto that top turnbuckle pad is Commander. Skycam has the view. Up and down superplex. Tremendous impact by the Commander as he now looks to finish Rally Star the same way he finished Adrian Carnage in the first match of the Virtual Wrestling era. Military lock. It could be over. Come on, Commander. Get it. 1, 2, and no. Lightning does not strike twice for the Commander. He beat Adrian Carnage with that military lock. It does not work for Rally Star as Rally sends him down with a slap and a rake to the back. Lovely. I think Rally Star takes that phrase as a compliment, however. Rally Star into the corner. The flamboyant West Ender looking for more punishment. Could he go for it again? Yes, he does. Neckbreaker right from the corner. And now Rally Star, the fans not liking what they're seeing so far from him, looking to mold the advantage in his favor of the Commander. Reverses. Irish whip to the opposite corner. Looking to set him up once again. Commander now placing Star. Top turnbuckle. What's to come? Commander, another superplex, but the back suplex variant. The back superplex. Commander looking for a pinfall. No. Rally Star versus a neckbreaker. Not how the Commander wanted this match to go so far. Rally Star giving him a fight tonight. The fans certainly appreciating what they're seeing, although they might not be voicing it at this moment. Rally Star, another star line to the mat. Backing away, once again playing those head games with the Commander, but he goes for the pin anyway. Going for the cover now, 2-0. Commander kicks right out. Commander now, headlock takeover as we go to Master Control. So we see earlier in this contest that anything you could do, I could do better. Punching war they had, so to speak, no pun intended. And that superplex into the military lock. The same move that won Commander the first ever match of the virtual wrestling era, an accomplishment which I know he appreciates. So we go back to the live feed. Commander, go behind, looking for another wrestling takedown, hits it. They branch into a submission from here. No, he looks to wrestle on the mat. Once again, those mat skills certainly second to none. Well, maybe except for Aleksandar Kuleshov, his arch rival, and no, Commander sent down with another star line from Rally Star. And once again, Rally Star choosing to label his maneuvers with the word star. I think that gives him a little bit of satisfaction. The Commander now, not being fooled, for the top rope and down, diving spear! The arrogant Rally Star just may have met his match in this match, folks. Commander now back on the attack. But Rally Star quick to reverse. Taking him down. Collar and elbow tie up now between both men. Stalemate as Rally Star hits the headlock takeover. Commander now reversing in a waist lock. Commander now once again another wrestling takedown on Rally Star on the mat. Using those attacks very well as Commander as he sends Star right back down, looking to weaken that core. Now going for the pin is Commander, looking for the victory here after that maneuver, 2-0. Commander cannot find a way to beat this man just yet. Commander looking forward again, but no! Rally Star reverses into a DDT. So effective is Star with those counters. Going for the win now, 2-0. Commander kicks right out of it once more. Now an arm wrench takeover. Commander now, the veteran out of West Point. Into a headlock by Star. And a little wrist lock, but Rally Star using that acrobatic attack to get out of it. Drop toe hold now by Star. Looking for an opening. And no! Rally Star, that's the Star Shooter. Submission attempt initiated, looking for a victory here is Rally Star, but the Commander almost instantaneously gets out of it. He is an elite technical talent for that very reason. Irish whip attempt in the corner here on Skycam. Rally Star reverses, and now into a bulldog, and the Commander has donned the proverbial crimson mask as Rally Star with a knee to the back of the head, looking to spread that blood around and weaken him even more. Star now, combination of strikes sends Commander outside the ring and finishing off with a slap for good measure. Now Rally Star outside the ring. Great suplex there on Commander, but on that matting, really no give, as I explained back at SWF Dark Horizon. In that matting outside the ring, Star attempting a star line there in the corner, sending the Commander down. Star looking to pick his spot. That's another star line. That must be getting inside the head of Commander, and this must be getting inside the head of Commander right here, but no! Commander! German suplex! Catching Star off guard. The former drill instructor looking for an attack on the apron now, sending Star back in. And now rolling on that mat, looking to break him down even further with that amateur wrestling background. Star, however, has none of it. Looking to get up. What's Star going to attempt? And no, backs away. Super kick. Rally Star, never saying die in this contest. The Commander in no man's land. Combination of attacks. Sending Commander right to the ropes. A slap now. And now Rally Star. Fired up. Looking to run the ropes. And no. Great impact on that second rope. For the Commander now. Looking to take control. Headlock takeover. In a wrestling takedown. Commander! PCS! Boot Camp Sleeper! It's as good as done, ladies and gentlemen. The Commander locks it in. I don't see Rally Star getting out of this. The rookie just may have his ultimate test trying to break this hold. The Commander has it cinched in. He won't let go. The Commander applying pressure, and no! Rally Star! Couple of knees gets out of it. That's all it took, and no! Rally Star! You gotta be kidding me! 2 and 3. Rally Star has stolen a second match in a row, and this time it's against a veteran in the Commander. I cannot believe the Commander did not have an answer for this man, and his roll-up pin had defeated Jonas Carlson. It came from literally out of nowhere after he broke out of that boot camp sleeper with relative ease. And as we see here on the replay, Star and Commander had a back-and-forth contest. No one man really loosened their grip on the advantage. Rally Star, however, had many opportunities to put this match away. Commander had many opportunities to put this match away, including that boot camp sleeper that you're seeing on your screen right now. A couple knees was enough to get out of it, and Rally Star, another roll-up, another victory, and this young rookie is now 2-0. We'll see what he has to say about this on Twitter. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Buffalo, everyone, as we welcome back the face of the URWL.
Contest of the evening is a three-way match. It will have a 15-minute time limit, and the winner will take on Victor Cordaro for the #1 contendership of the URWL HighFlyer Title at a later date. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the wrestler making his way down the aisle from Atlanta, Georgia. He is the URWL rookie, the record of 0 wins, 1 loss, and 0 draws. The Roughness ranking of 20.
Fans, when I look at Darius Gash, I see uncapped potential. This kid, as you know, former skateboarder, former basketball point guard, is all about energy. But it's a controlled energy, wise beyond its years. Road to Birth, Gash's inexperience showed, but it's never too late to learn from those rookie mistakes and for him to evolve into the next phase of his career. Tonight, if he wins this matchup, he faces Victor Cordaro for the #1 contendership. Will he improve? We shall see. And his opponent from Road to Rebirth, Dark Dragon, looks to enter the arena and face Gash once again.
From the land of the rising sun, Japan, he is a URWL veteran, making only his second appearance in the virtual wrestling era. Weighing in tonight at 177 pounds, he is Dark Dragon!
Japanese veteran and text-era mainstay Dark Dragon at Road to Rebirth defeated Darius Gash with apparent ease, taking full control early and never wavering. It's plain to see the Dragon's the odds-on favorite here in this three-way match, and if he unleashes his Kiss of the Dragon finisher, it's probably all but over. Tonight it'll be time for Dragon to show that his knowledge and experience can lead him to that #1 contendership match. His name is Shingo Matsubara, but in that wrestling ring, he becomes a sight to behold. He becomes Chimera. Here's how this youngster stacks up. At 24 years old, Chimera displays out-of-this-world athleticism. In a way, he truly defines the term Super Junior. As you see on your screen, his high motor and willingness to push the envelope is highly evident. He personifies high energy, and that's why I think he may become the ultimate high flyer. Chimera embodies all this division stands for, which is why I made the effort to hire him from his independent Japanese promotion. I know talent when I see it, folks, and this kid's talent level is off the charts. One of the things I found interesting about him was his attitude. He has a swagger about him, a cockiness, if you will, that caught on with Japanese fans. And with his unique aerial finishing maneuver, the Fire of Destinies, it's plain to see that he has a lot to be confident about. Chimera won multiple junior heavyweight titles in the Japanese indie scene, but at age 24, it's safe to say his best years may just be ahead of him. He fits this talented high flyer division to a T with his skill, athleticism, and persona. My take? Chimera goes air beyond compare. I'm sure he'll be a major factor in this contest, and with Japanese compatriot Dark Dragon across the ring, there's no telling just how heated it'll get. However, his first match in the URWL just happens to have a #1 contendership shot on the line against two hungry opponents. Maybe a tough predicament for a debuting rookie, but I'm confident Chimera can hold his own. Let's see what he can do tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this second match of the evening, this three-way match, will determine which one of these high flyers will take their career to the next level in a #1 contendership match against that man, Victor Cordaro, who's watching this match in the URWL locker room here tonight at the First Niagara Center. And here we go. Darius Gash and Dark Dragon locking up. Dragon with a side headlock. Chimera looking on, observing this contest in its early stage, but now Chimera! Dragon suplex, looking for the pin, looking for the win. Darius Gash breaks it up. Match won't be won that early, Chimera, but however, looks like they're on the right track so far. Chimera! Enzugiri with help from Darius Gash on his Japanese compatriot, Dark Dragon. Gash going now for the pin. Chimera breaks it up. Recurring theme that we've seen so far in this show and throughout this card is past versus future, as Darius Gash moves in, great moonsault splash on the mat. Chimera now, Shingo Matsubara, his real name, Chimera, his ring name, looking to mold the advantages, favor Irish whip. Now to both men in that corner, stacked up and sent into one another as we see the wreckage of such a move on Skodcam. Chimera now going for the pin. And no, Dark Dragon, the veteran from Japan, kicks out as Darius Gash runs in instantaneously with a bulldog. Dark Dragon now using his unique attack to work over Gash. Chimera going for the pin and a rope break called. As I said earlier, there's a strong hint of past versus future. Two worlds colliding here tonight on episode 1 of URWL Live. Chimera now placing Dark Dragon up onto that top turnbuckle. Darius Gash, Irish whip now to the opposite corner here on Skycam. Drop kick to the corner now. Now Gash standing on that second rope and a leg lariat. Great execution from Darius Gash as the face of the URWL makes an appearance. And I say that jokingly, but Darius Gash has a talent to be the true face of the URWL as Dark Dragon. The veteran, great execution, taking both men down almost at once. Darius Gash now back to his feet and a face crusher on the run, sending the veteran down. But Chimera now shooting in, going for the pin, looking for it. 1 count and no. Darius Gash wise to break out that pin early. A frenzied pace in this contest, emblematic of the URWL HighFlyer division as Dark Dragon double legs to the groin. Dark Dragon, the odds-on favorite, looking to be worked over by Darius Gash on that top turnbuckle, but no, Chimera runs in. Almost a similar attack to what Darius Gash has been doing, with Dragon now stunned on that top turnbuckle. Chimera goes for the pin, doesn't get it. Dragon now! Dragon Rana! Sending both men down again. However, not for very long as Chimera now side headlock. Double team attack coming up. Here we go. And no! Dark Dragon! Double DDT! You can tell he's the more experienced man as Chimera back to his feet looks to work him over. Side headlock takeover. Now reversed into a headlock takeover by Dragon. A couple quick kicks now to the rookie. As Darius Gash, rookie himself, running in with a bulldog. Chimera now attacking the fellow rookie, as I said before, Darius Gash. Irish whip now to the apron and down to the matting outside the ring. In the ring now, the two Japanese compatriots, as I said before many times, Chimera and Dragon. Chimera now rolling out of the way and down, face crusher. Very similar type of strategy so far to Darius Gash, as I referenced. Hopefully that doesn't turn out to be a disadvantage as Darius Gash works Chimera over. And an Irish whip straight into a Hurricane Rana. Dark Dragon now looking to slimily work his way in. Irish whip to the apron once again. Will Gash be caught in the same situation? No! Countering here on Skycam! Springboard Hurricane Rana! But Darius Gash incapacitated for a second. Chimera running in with a running drop kick. And the pace is going tremendously fast so far. It's hard to tell exactly who has that advantage because no one's really had it so far, I must admit. Once again, Irish whip to the corner by Darius Gash. Placing Dragon on that top turnbuckle. Once more, Darius Gash down with a flying head scissors. Great attack now set up. Chimera and Gash up. Dragon down. Both looking to get some attacks in. Chimera now almost pushing Gash out of the way to get an attack in. Looks in, takes Dragon down, posing these fans. That rebellious, brash, cocky attitude I talked about before. Fully on display. Now Gash. Drop kick sends Chimera out of the ring. But Dark Dragon, the third man in this contest, simply says to Darius Gash, remember what I did at Road to Rebirth? I'm doing it again. As Dragon! What athleticism, soaring over the top rope on the run onto Chimera at ringside. And now Dark Dragon taking full control. Reverse chinlock, camel clutch, whatever you prefer. He's locked it on at ringside to Chimera. The fans behind Chimera. Hopefully because they don't like Dragon's attitude. But Chimera's already built a rapport with these fans, it seems, tonight. Will the rookie be able to escape from this hold? I mean, no submissions outside the ring. It won't count, but Chimera doesn't care. He escapes anyway. Chimera now looking to mold that advantage in his favor. Great Enzugiri, but here comes Gash! Flying crossbody over the top rope. My God! And Gash saying, hey Dragon, This is the way it's done. Now Dark Dragon working over Gash outside the ring. Dragon now. A boot straight to the back. However, Chimera! Springboard! Straight down onto Dragon, and these fans have come absolutely unglued. Three-way match, 3 big dives. Fans getting their money's worth tonight, and they're voicing it. Chimera now going for the pin, 2, and no, Dark Dragon, the veteran, kicks out of it. You heard him. I can't say I disagree. Chimera now. Monkey flip to the center of the ring. In comes Darius Gash. And now, Darius Gash working over that right leg of Dark Dragon, trying to shut down that high-flying attack as Chimera. Waist lock. Gash into a side headlock. Chimera back into the waist lock and Bulldog. Chimera now in full control, wrestling an excellent match here in his debut. Very fast-paced. These 3 men putting it on the line, and no! Down goes Gash. He may be out of this matchup. In a 3-way match such as this, there are no alliances. Every man must act as his own man. And Chimera did that by essentially knocking Darius Gash out of the match from that top turnbuckle as he looks to square off inside that ring with Dark Dragon one-on-one. Dragon now Irish whip to the opposite corner. Darius Gash back on his feet. Dragon now placing Chimera up. Darius Gash back into the ring. Dragon now with Chimera on that top rope, setting him right down to the canvas as Darius Gash runs in. Head scissors takedown, and Darius Gash up on top. Who will he choose? What will he do? Bombs over Baghdad. Shooting in, going for the pin, going for the win. 2 and 3. Chimera just a second too late. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the winner by pinfall in an answer to a high-flyers title contendership match. Darius Gash. If I were Victor Cordaro watching this contest, and I saw the way Darius Gash came back to win it, I would be respecting him just a little bit more. Because Darius Gash tonight, after, let's just say, a disastrous debut, he finally comes back, hits the bombs over Baghdad on Dark Dragon in a situation that looks like it's far from over. Let's take a look at the replay. All 3 men had chances to shine in that spotlight. 3 consecutive top rope dives. Chimera's a springboard maneuver, looking to take down their men outside the ring. However, after seemingly being knocked out of the match by Chimera, Darius Gash hit the bombs over Baghdad in a tremendous comeback. And as you see here on Roughness FPS, that extension, that athleticism, that is what Darius Gash is all about, and he proved it here tonight. Congratulations to Darius Gash as he moves on to face Victor Cordaro for the #1 contendership of the URWL HighFlyer Title. Ladies and gentlemen, after more than a decade, Spectre makes his long-awaited return to the Unnecessary Roughness Wrestling League next. champion in league history. And tonight, he faces one of his biggest rivals from the Tex era. Let's send on over to Andy Mace for the introduction of Blood.
First, from Trenton, New Jersey, he stands 6 feet, 10 inches tall, and weighs in at an even 300 pounds, with a record of 4 wins, 5 losses, and 0 draws, and a Roughness ranking of 11. This is Blood!
The URWL sadistic aggressor, Blood has paid his dues with the scars lining his body. He's done all a wrestler can, and then some. With his recent North American Championship reign and feud with Akina, Blood proved that he's still a force to be reckoned with here in the URWL. But tonight, Blood faces a man he's very familiar with. A man he's had many battles with. A man who made a surprise return at Unrivaled Ambition. A man named Spectre. The fans in Buffalo are hot tonight for the return of an icon. As always, let's send it back to Andy Mace for the introduction.
His opponent, 6'6", 260, from California, making his first appearance in the URWL ring since 2003. Ladies and gentlemen of Buffalo, New York, please welcome back
And as the aforementioned Andy Mace just proclaimed, this will be Spectre's first URWL match since the closure of United National Wrestling, the UNW, in the year 2003, and a lot has changed in that decade since. He walks into a newer, younger URWL, but I'm confident that his power and knowledge of the squared circle hasn't lost a step. He caught Aleksandar Kuleshov seemingly by surprise at Unrivaled Ambition, a matter we'll discuss a bit later on, so we know he has that experience advantage, a psychological upper hand over the younger talent on this roster. Relentlessly steadfast, I am sure Spectre's opponents will have their hands full whenever they step into the ring with him. And just like I announced at Unrivaled Ambition, Spectre is one of the most successful tag team wrestlers in URWL history, but he's no slouch as a solo competitor. As you see on your screen, his finishing maneuver, the bomb shaft, is something you don't want to be caught in. Not like I know that from experience, but just take my word for it. Currently in his 40s, there's no doubt Spec's a step slower than he once was, but my take, as you see on your screen, is that he's still got it. There's a lot left in the proverbial tank for the man from hell, and he shows that with his overwhelming power. He's a leader in the locker room and a mainstay in the ring, and that's no exaggeration. He may almost be considered an all-rounder because he can dominate matches in many different ways, whether with strikes, grapples, reversals, the ground game. I think it's safe to say we need a man like Spectre back on our roster in these changing times. As you saw earlier, those times certainly are a-changing. And, well, I do have some breaking news that came across my desk in that regard. The returning Spectre, the mainstay Blood. They are ready to square off here in our third match of the evening here on URWL Live on the Rant Board Network as the rant bar ticks away at the bottom of your screen. And here we are, 15-minute time limit. Blood and Spectre looking to slug it out. A battle, as you know, between two of the original 5 URWL members, and Blood looking to take that advantage right away from the opening bell, almost welcoming Spectre arrogantly back to the fold here in the virtual wrestling era. As you see on Skycam now, Blood running in and a boot in the corner. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said just now, well, wait a minute now, Blood going in for the pin, 2, and no. As I said before, I have to take a break from calling this action because I had some breaking news cross my desk. Here at the Ted Darling Memorial Press Box here at First Niagara Center. And based on that sickening Star of David from Seth Stern earlier tonight, I'm sad to report that we will not be joined by URWL Chairman Vince Neil 1981 here in the broadcast booth for the main event, as he was saying earlier. That just wasn't to be after that sickening attack. He was rushed to Buffalo General Hospital. We are awaiting an MRI, and we'll have updates on his status as they become available. So pay attention to our Twitter feed, our Facebook account, and also to URWL Roughness, as well as our website at rantboard.net. And hell, you know, that might have been the plan all along for the Stern family. I mean, taking out the chairman of the board, that certainly gets one big obstacle out of their way. As I said before, these are truly uncertain times for this company, for my company. And anyway, I do have a match to call, but I have a feeling I'll be talking about this a lot in the near future, so I'll get ready for that. Spectre, as you know, arguably the most decorated URWL tag team wrestler of all time, and it's because of the Risen from the Dead tag teams. And let me go into a little bit of history as this match is going on. No should be calling the action, but Spectre, as you know, a very decorated man in his own right. He's won multiple tag team titles with the Risen from the Dead tag teams, and RFTD, as it's called, started in the URWL's first month. It started as a three-man stable, if you can believe it, with Spectre and eventual arch rivals, bitter rivals, Barry White and the Hammer. As you see, Blood, another boot, and you've seen a few of them so far in this match. The Spectre outside the ring looking to work him over now in the corner of that barrier. Spectre now counters with a punch. Not as excessive as we saw in the first match of the evening, but a counter with a punch nonetheless. Blood now reverses, go behind with a backbreak, and now once again on the attack is Blood. As I was saying earlier, the RFTD tag teams started out as a stable, Spectre, Barry White, and Hammer. That didn't last very long. RFTD 2 soon followed, the second version of that tag team, which was Spectre and the Hammer. Blood going for the pin rope break called. RFTD 3 followed afterward. That was Spectre and Juggernaut, one of the members of the Gothic Hell stable, which I don't have a lot of time to talk about right now, but future shows possibly. RFTD 4, Spectre and Scorpion, one of the more successful versions of that tag team. And RFTD 5, Spectre and John Shaft. And they were the last version of the RFTD team, one-time champion before UNW closed in 2003. Spectre with that pin attempt after that great cross backbreaker. So Spectre's been around the URWL ring. He's done it all. I think he's a tremendous addition to this current roster as Blood sends him down with a boot, and he won't be for long if he takes many maneuvers like that. But Spectre reversing now, neck breaker. Sending Blood right outside the ring, and now both of these brawlers looking to add more insult to injury with more extracurriculars at ringside as Blood, Irish whipping Spectre into that barrier and sends him right down. And it doesn't matter essentially what he's done in the text era, as some of our wrestlers have shown. Blood has been the exception to that rule. He was successful in the text era. As you know, he's the first ever URWL champion, and he's also been a title holder in multiple disciplines. I believe he's won the tag team title at least once, and he's definitely won that hardcore title a few times as well, with the scars on his body being a showcase of that. And he might look to get more scars tonight after that whip into the iron ring post there by Spectre. And now Blood looking to exert control of this matchup with the advantage, putting Spectre on that top turnbuckle, looking for an attack now. Club to the back, and a back suplex. Straight from the top rope is Blood working over Spectre, the 300-pounder, using that power to his advantage, and an elbow to the back of the neck. That is the reason why Blood, as I said earlier, is the sadistic aggressor of the URWL, and with moves like his bloodbath choke and his paralyzer DT, you know, he's been somebody that's made waves in this virtual wrestling era. Spectre looking to counter now, headlock takeover. Spectre looking to mold his advantage, Blood counters. That's something about Blood. He was North American champion for a long time. He had a successful reign. We're talking about Spectre. He had a successful reign as North American champion, had that Blood Invitational, and he also took Akina to the limit at popular demand as he's looking to take Spectre to the limit. Bear hug, cinched in, middle of the ring. Spectre needs to find a way out of it. The fans willing their hero on. Spectre making his return. He's in excellent shape for 42 years old as he looks to counter DDT, sending Blood down, and the man from Hell, California finds himself advantageous, but not for long. Blood down, wrist lock, into a headlock takeover. Blood headbutt sends Spectre down. Those are the kind of tactics Blood is infamous for, fans, as he looks for the camel clutch. But a rope break called. The referee giving him until the count of 5. Count of 4 and Blood breaks. Now on Skycam, Blood, no! What are you doing? Taking out the referee with a knee, and Spectre! A powerful German suplex, hurling Blood across the ring, but Blood not down for long on knee to Spectre. And Blood doesn't care about the URWL rulebook. I don't think he even knows the URWL rulebook exists, to be honest with you. I don't even know if it exists. But Blood, certainly not a fan of it, as Spectre takes that steel chair right out of his hands with a neck breaker, as Blood always looking to get the extracurriculars in. Referee taking that steel chair and throwing it over the top rope. There's no need for that in a match like this. Disqualification rules are on, and Blood, DDT. But no! Blood! Big boot to the referee! He goes down the heap, so does Spectre. The referee may be concussed. For all I see, heinous act by Blood, and he goes after Spectre with that steel chair. Their extracurriculars well in effect. But Spectre has an answer. Wrist lock applied, and a belly-to-belly suplex takes Blood down. The referee, thankfully, back up. However, Spectre fired up tonight. His return, long awaited, over a decade in the making. As here on Skycam, Irish whip to the corner on Blood. Spectre now, punch right to the head, and neckbreaker down from that top turnbuckle. Spectre fully in control. Not awaiting Blood to get back to his feet, he takes him up himself, and he's setting him up, and down, bomb shaft, 2 and 3, it's over. Spectre is back, and he's just made quick work out of the former North American champion. And what a brutal brawl this was between 2 of the original 5 URWL members. Blood took those extracurriculars, as I've been saying, into full effect from the first bell, knocking the referee down twice, incapacitating him almost, and thankfully he's okay after enduring such a big boot. Spectre, however, wasn't looking for extracurriculars. He was looking to win the match and worked over Blood almost easily. And this is a 300-pound man we're talking about in Blood. We're talking about a former North American champion. And Spectre arrives back on the map with a bomb shaft. Aleksandar Kuleshov might be watching this, and you might be wondering, this is the guy who decided to go after me? Anyway, folks, we'll be back with Hija Suicida against Kelsey MacDonald after these promotional messages. response. What an ovation for a wrestler who pulled off the impossible in her debut match, Hija Suicida.
URWL Women's Division. On her way to the ring, weighing in at 158 pounds, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, she is Hija Suicida.
What more can I say? Hija Suicida erased a certain impossibility during her URWL debut at Road to Rebirth, and what's more, it happened in the first ever URWL Women's main event. Former undefeated women's champion, the Cyberpunk, may have met her match in the form of the Luchadora Americana from Colorado Springs. In that match, she matched Cyberpunk move for move, hold for hold, countering that trademark Cyberpunk style and finishing it off with the Aliento Final, getting the 3 count, getting the victory, and instantly becoming a force in the growing URWL Women's Division. Suicida is riding away with momentum and confidence, but she can't get complacent tonight. She's about to face a woman with just as much to prove, and that woman is Kelsey MacDonald. Great reaction from these Buffalo fans.
The Great White North. From Portland, Ontario, Canada, and fighting out of the Hamilton Fight Factory. She stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighs in at 159 pounds. Please welcome
Kelsey MacDonald tonight has a lot to prove, but she is ready to give the hungry Suicida the fight of her young career. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, episode 1 of URWL Live is brought to you by SWF Mind Games 8, coming your way live from Dallas, Texas, with an expected crowd of 100,000 at AT&T Stadium, and by the encore presentation of RPW Ground Zero, featuring the RPW's Taylor Garstecki against the URWL's Fusion, now playing on YouTube, and by Popsicle Vodka. Available in 69 artificially sweetened variations, Popsicle Vodka has been encouraging underage drinking since 1999. Popsicle Vodka. Smile when you're shit-faced. We at the URWL do not approve of such behavior. Anyway, Kelsey MacDonald is here, the newest member of the Great White North. She's looking to rebuild her career in this fledgling women's division. Let's see if she can do it here tonight. We are mere seconds away from this clash beginning between MacDonald and Suicida, and MacDonald running with a clothesline saying, "Welcome to the URWL Suicida," but Suicida not down for long, counter of her own as Suicida double legs to the groin, and we are underway. The fans hot immediately in this contest, dueling chants of USA and GWN. This is a border town, ladies and gentlemen, and these dueling chants are showing it. And now, Hija Suicida looking to plant Kelsey MacDonald into that tree of woe. Going for the dropkick, no! Kelsey reverses, Kelsey! Diving spear from the top rope. How about that to open up the match? Going for the pin now is Kelsey MacDonald. 2 and no. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match will face the Cyberpunk for the #1 contendership, the Cecilia Rincon's URWL Women's Championship. For both women, this is a chance to prove themselves worthy of a shot. However, Suicida now, top rope, Dragon Rana. Excellent maneuver as she shoots in for the pin. Hija Suicida, the rookie, 2 and no. What tremendous sequences early on in this contest. I can't really talk about the backstory when there's so much going on in that ring. I should have learned my lesson from match number 2, that 3-way match Darius Gash won. Is now Suicida. A knee and a bulldog in the corner. Suicida now. Dragon Sleeper. She been watching Corey Jones matches? I digress. Hija Suicida cinching it in, locking it in the middle of that ring, far away from the ropes. Kelsey MacDonald looking for her exit. The fans willing Kelsey on, but once again, as I said, split down the middle in this border town of Buffalo. Half Canadian fans, half American fans. And certainly an interesting atmosphere as Kelsey MacDonald, couple knees, works her way out. That's all that Rally Star took to get out in his submission escape. However, Kelsey MacDonald, a submission of her own, surfboard stretch. Here we are. Hija Suicida, the fans getting behind her now. in this babyface versus babyface clash. Kelsey applying pressure, looking for the best place to submit Hija Suicida. The fans behind Suicida with USA chants. Almost as if the commander's in the ring. However, Suicida, not quite the commander, but very experienced technically. And like the commander, she works her way out of it with relative ease. As I was saying, for both women, this is a chance to prove themselves worthy of a shot at the #1 contendership, much less a shot at the Cyberpunk. I mean, for Suicida, it's a chance to lock up with the Cyberpunk a second time. For MacDonald, it's an opportunity to get her career back on the right foot. There's a lot to fight for tonight. We're only a 3 count away from it happening, but that was not a 3 count as a rope break was called by the referee. Kelsey MacDonald, I have to bring this up. I know Kelsey's not very proud of this moment in her career, but she joined the Great White North in episode 9 of URWL Wrestling, not necessarily as manager or valet, but as an equal part of it. Kelsey now shooting in, going for the pin, the cover, 2 and no. It's 2.5 there by Suicida. She kicks out with great effort. Suicida now going behind, reversing, running in, and a head scissors takedown and with an arm drag in that acrobatic attack. Let's go to Master Control. We go back to that opening sequence of the match. And what a sequence it was between these two women. Kelsey MacDonald ultimately has the last laugh as she hits the diving spear. Now Suicida going in for the cover, 2 and no. MacDonald kicks out. And she joined the Great White North, as I was about to say, but found herself on the opposite end of an attack from EOE member Carl Lode in GWN's episode 9 tag team contest. Kelsey MacDonald now looking to put that past away. Great jackhammer into the pin, 2 and no. And the fans, as I was saying before, solidly behind both competitors for a variety of reasons, not the least of which are nationalities. And we know we have a lot of Canadian fans in the building, a lot of American fans as well. Kelsey MacDonald now, once again, looking for another pin attempt. No! Hooking the leg, but that was not enough. Kelsey MacDonald, she needs to prove to herself that she can hang with Suicida so that she could enter into a rematch of Digital Mayhem with the Cyberpunk. And they also fought, as you know, at Discontent 2007 in that 3-way match for the Women's Championship, which at that time was vacant. Suicida now, great Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Hooking the leg now is Suicida, going for the pin and no. Kelsey MacDonald, quick to escape. And just in the nick of time as well. I mean, quick, but it was a 2 count, so whatever. Let's move on. Hija Suicida now, distancing herself. Going to the top rope, Suicida! Great senton bomb, Dios mio, indeed! Here we go, Suicida for another cover. No, MacDonald. MacDonald is an imposing force, not quite as imposing as the URWL Women's Champion Cecilia Rincon, but dominant in her own right. And she's definitely not the girl next door. She packs a punch. She's a trained fighter from Hamilton Fight Factory, as you heard in the entrance. I mean, Kelsey MacDonald is the real deal. She just needs a wave of momentum to ride. She isn't quite there yet, but pairing with the Great White North, I think she has 2 of the brightest stars in the industry right with her. The second-year pro MacDonald, though in bad shape. Suicida going for that Tree of Woe dropkick once again, but Kelsey MacDonald works her way out. Second time in this match that MacDonald has stopped Suicida short of her Tree of Woe dropkick. However, look at this now. Kelsey MacDonald places Suicida in the Tree of Woe and a dropkick to the stomach. Wow. Kelsey MacDonald taking no prisoners. Could she be heading for a #1 contendership match with the Cyberpunk? She could very well be. Great neck breaker there. K-back looking for an opening. The fans behind her chanting GWN, holding the signs, and no! Schoolgirl killer! I think it's safe to say, folks, that Suicida may be done for. MacDonald with the win. No! Kick out by Suicida, and we are back to square one. And I'm not talking about the mall in Mississauga, Ontario, folks. Collar and Taya, both women, squarely in the center of the ring. The fans, undoubtedly, once more, showing their approval. It's awesome indeed. These two women certainly showing the fans they can hang just as much as the men. And with new signings in the women's division, Imara Nyoka comes to mind. They could very well have more competition in no time at all. Hooking the leg now is MacDonald. 2-0. Once again, Suicida finds a way out of that predicament. The rookie Hija Suicida, the second-year pro Kelsey MacDonald, both very young, both quite inexperienced, but certainly two poised competitors. As you know, Suicida defeated the Cyberpunk, and Kelsey MacDonald, unfortunately, lost to the Cyberpunk at Digital Mayhem, and as well, back at Discontent 2007 in this building. Suicida now! Yet another neckbreaker. Going in, going for the pin in the win, 2-0. Kelsey MacDonald now, side headlock takeover. Scooping her up and slamming her down. Kelsey, series of stomps to the neck, it seems. Very relentless in her attack. Now Kelsey going to the top. What's she gonna do? Diving fist drop. And that's the versatile style, the all-around style of Kelsey MacDonald, going in for the pin, hooking the leg, and Suicida kicks out once more. Kelsey MacDonald has to be wondering, how can I knock this Suicida off? I mean, she's found a counter seemingly for that luchadora americana style, and she's using all the right moves, but Suicida seemingly has an answer for everything. Kelsey now going for that reverse chin lock, inches away from the ropes, but the referee letting it go. Kelsey MacDonald will get a wrench, but Suicida finds her way out of it. Once more, Hija Suicida. Top of the food chain in this contest. Well, there was a food chain for this contest, but that doesn't matter. Match goes on. Leapfrog now by Suicida. Another. A third. Suicida now with Kelsey on the ropes. Combination of punches sends her spiraling off the apron, over the top rope, and down to the floor. Kelsey now making her way up to her feet, and now! Hija Suicida! Dios mío! Diving plancha by Suicida. And just like match 2, folks, she's going air, and to steal a line from what I said about Chimera, she's going air beyond compare in this contest. She's wrestling like she means it as she implodes those tremendously heavy steel steps. Great work there by our Skycam operator as now Hija Suicida goes up to the top turnbuckle. What's going to happen here? Suicida! Diving Hurricane Rana all the way from the top rope to ringside. What an attack put on by Suicida, countering Kelsey MacDonald at every turn tonight. If I were Kelsey MacDonald fans, I wouldn't fret about this. She just needs another wave of momentum. And she needs to kick out of this pinning predicament. 2, and yes, she does. Kelsey MacDonald willing to move on from what Carl Lowe did to her on episode 9 of URWL Wrestling. The fans certainly still behind Kelsey, even though she might be on a losing streak. I think the fans really appreciate the effort she puts in every single night as she goes in, hooking the leg, pinning attempt, 2 count, and not a 3 count. Kelsey MacDonald can't get the victory over Hija Suicida. Suicida once more showing poise beyond her years as she sends Kelsey MacDonald down with a somersault kick. Great acrobatic agility, great focus. She goes in, hooks the leg, doesn't get the victory. What a highly competitive matchup from the URWL Women's Division as Hija Suicida with Kelsey in the corner, looks to go for it again. That's the Tree of Woe. Suicida, the third attempt, works out in her favor. Drop kick to the head. as Hija Suicida posing for this standing room only crowd that has come unglued at the first Niagara Center in Buffalo, New York. Going to top rope with Suicida, but no! Kelsey counters! Suicida counters! Here we go! Kelsey stunned! And Suicida! Aliento final! That's the move that defeated Cyberpunk, and Kelsey kick out! She cannot! It's all over!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight by pinfall and moving to an undefeated 2-0, Suicida!
These women have damn near made me lose my voice tonight. And not many matches can do that. What an amazing contest from the women's division as we check out this replay. It began with a bang, with an excellent sequence. Suicida looked for that tree of woe dropkick, which is her trademark. However, Kelsey MacDonald did enough to reverse it with a diving spear. Kelsey at one point had Suicida beat with a schoolgirl killer, but Suicida kicked out after 2, and it was all Suicida, seemingly, from there. Kelsey had many attempts to put the match away. Suicida kept kicking out. It eventually led to the Aliento Final and the victory for Hija Suicida, who moves to 2-0 and will face the Cyberpunk once again, but this time it'll be for the #1 contendership of the URWL Women's Championship. Congratulations, Hija Suicida. Kelsey MacDonald, she may be hurting, but she deserves a lot of credit. She gave it her all tonight. What the hell? That's EOE's theme music. What the hell? Carl Malone is back. You gotta be kidding me. Kelsey MacDonald, she doesn't have anywhere to go. What the hell is this for? But here we go. Kyle Stafford from the Great White North, easily disposing of that piece of human waste. This war, Carl Load, between yourself, EOE, and the Great White North just got a hell of a lot uglier. However, we are moments away from Kuleshov versus White. Title for title. And it's coming up next. One is a fighting champion without an ounce of quit.
Jamie People, your URWL champ.
The other, a traditionalist revolutionary with a desire to restore legitimacy.
Because I create respect.
Two combustible elements. Two accomplished warriors of the squared circle. Two souls driven by destiny.
I want this opportunity.
Lead the revolution.
The leader
of legitimate wrestling, Corey Jones, meets URWL champion Jamie Emo for the very first time, one-on-one, live and underneath the lights at CAW Destiny 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to unveil the series debut of URWL Roughness on RBN. In our featured match, Scorpion takes on the brash Shane B. Perkins. And in our main event, a tag team dream match, for the first time ever, Jamie Emo and Fusion lock up with a Salvatore Interrogative Alliance. We hope you join us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our long-awaited main event. 2 titles will be retired. 1 title will be formed. The past meets the future in the present as Internet Champion Barry White faces this man, the Russian champion, Aleksandar, AK-47 Kuleshov. He is a former kickboxer from the Russian Olympic team. He is a former mixed martial artist. He is the current URWL Russian champion and the current Rookie of the Year. No one has made such an effortless transition from mixed martial arts to professional wrestling. No one on this roster has an answer for this kid. The 7-match undefeated streak and Roughness ranking of 3, AK-47's domination has yet to be challenged. Let's break down Kuleshov's keys to the match. Keep doing what works. He's got this far. He's faced many competitors, many veterans in the URWL and the sport. He may arrogantly see himself as a mixed martial artist in a wrestling league, but it's plain to see he's evolved as a professional wrestler. Can he outwit a legend? Well, his skills and psychology certainly say so. There's no one quite like Kuleshov on the roster right now. There aren't many who can stack up to him, and there aren't any who can say they defeated him. Just needs to keep doing what he's doing. And the question remains, is AK-47 truly an elite technician? He will be, without a doubt, if he defeats Barry White tonight. As you can see on your screen, he thoroughly held Commander in check during their rivalry, and he captured Commander's URWL North American Championship, renamed it the Russian Championship. And, well, tonight is without a doubt the most important match in Kuleshov's career. He will never be the same, win or lose, after going toe-to-toe with this man. The roof has blown off the first Niagara Center as Buffalo, New York welcomes the 18-time URWL champion and the final URWL Internet champion, Barry White. What else needs to be said? This man has done it all in this company. His honors, his accomplishments, his victories, they're all so numerous. In 2003, just before the end of the Text era, Barry had a main event retirement match at URWL Spring Breakdown. His career at that time was at its end. That is, until the virtual wrestling era began, when Barry came out of retirement to lace up his boots one more time. He struggled out of the gate, especially against Interrogative, broke his neck in the process, but eventually won the Internet title. And tonight, he retires that Internet title against Aleksandar Kuleshov here on episode 1 of Live. Let's break down Barry White's keys to the match. Answer the new generation. I mean, a lot of the URWL has changed, as I said earlier in the show, from the Text era. These are new standards, new approaches. White has adapted, yes, but will it be enough? He must stand a toe-to-toe with AK-47 tonight. He's wrestled in countless big matches. He's done all he can to be the best he can. Love clutch and love bar. Great finishing maneuvers. However, it's what he does tonight that's important against the undefeated Kuleshov. He must continue the legacy. I mean, Barry's been here before. He knows what it takes to win, and he's won big. I am sure, damn sure in fact, he's approaching this match just as he did his 18 championship victories. Let's see how these two stack up on the line. Sponsored by episode 1 of URWL Roughness. As you see, Barry White has the age and weight advantage, while Kuleshov is younger, 3 inches taller, has the better roughness ranking and the win-loss record. Kuleshov's a mixed martial artist, while White is the old school brawler. That reminds me of something this graphic doesn't show. Experience. White has a clear advantage in that department. He is the old school of the past, and he's meeting up with the wrestler of the future in Kuleshov. I couldn't be happier to have both of these men headline episode 1 of URWL Live, our comeback show, if you will. 2 titles will be retired. 1 champion will be crowned. Let's go to Andy Mace for the ring introductions.
for one fall with a 30-minute time limit and is our main event of the evening. It is a Title 4 title match to unify the URWL Internet title and the URWL Russian Championship and crown the first ever URWL Federational Champion. Introducing the first competitor. He stands 6 feet, 4 inches tall, and weighs in at an even 200 pounds. From Kazan, Russia, his record currently stands at an undefeated 7 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws. Please welcome the URWL Russian Champion and Season 2 Rookie of the Year, Aleksandar, AK-47 Kuleshov. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the opposite corner, his opponent, fighting out of Elma, New York, standing 6 feet, 1 inch tall, weighing in tonight at 320 pounds, with a record of 3 wins, 2 losses, and 0 draws. The 18-time URWL champion and the current URWL Internet champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the icon, the legend, this is Barry.
Fans, we have had an exciting show, an unpredictable show so far tonight. And our main event, 30-minute time limit here at First Niagara Center, is about to kick off. Collar and elbow tie-up starts it off. And here we go. Headlock takeover by White, reversed. Into a waist lock by Kuleshov. Back to a side headlock now by White. Kuleshov now reversing once again. Wrist lock. And Kuleshov, one of the trademark kicks that strike-to-grapple ratio does not compare to anyone on this roster. Ladies and gentlemen, we asked Rant Borders if Barry White's virtual wrestling era career was a failure because of his struggles with the new generation of talent. The results were a unanimous 100% no. D-Wall of DCA, our guest on episode 4 of Rantcast, said, quote, Barry's age has only made him more of a locker room leader than he already was. Former RBN member Rated from VWA said Barry's internet title win showed the locker room that, quote, you're never too old to achieve your goals. Well said, Rated. We wish you the best of luck as Barry White takes a page out of Kuleshov's playbook. Series of chops. Here we are! Baba Chop Supreme! One of his trademark maneuvers, going all the way back to the infancy of the URWL as Barry hits a back suplex. This crowd, to say it was electric, would be an understatement. I think it's on fire. Maybe it's flooded with emotion. I don't know. Well, we'll get those puns out of the way. We have a match to call, a huge match at that, a title-for-title contest. Which one of these men will walk out of Buffalo the first URWL Federational Champion? Barry White wants to be that man as he goes for the pin and the win. 2 and no. Kuleshov kicks out. This is a battle, truly, of elite URWL technicians. Barry White, an elite technician in the URWL's text-based era. Kuleshov, arguably, the strongest technician of the new URWL. However, Kuleshov, with those unorthodox kicks, that unorthodox offense, seemingly looks to take full control as Barry White kicks out of a pinning predicament. And I don't know if Barry White has ever faced a man as strong with those attacks as Aleksandar Kuleshov. He's been in countless big matches. However, he finds himself in one of those trademark submissions. Now a Dragon Sleeper applied. Kuleshov looking to apply pressure, wrenching, but Barry White, the veteran, he's been in that thousands of times before as he breaks out and sends Kuleshov down with a chop. And now, Barry White going old school. A huge spin, sending Kuleshov halfway across the ring. Barry White outweighs Kuleshov by 120 pounds, and it shows, folks, as Kuleshov not thwarted by that old school attack from Barry White. As I said in the entrance, past meets future in the present tonight. Kuleshov with the go behind, looking for an attack. Barry ducks, and he runs in with a big boot. No one, as I said in episode 9, has the swagger, reference to his theme music, like Barry White. However, now we go to Master Control. Barry White using a kick reminiscent of Kuleshov. Working Kuleshov over with those chops. And the patented Baba Chop Supreme, one of his trademark maneuvers going back into antiquity, it seems, as Barry White looking for a pinning attempt at a rope break called by the referee. Now back into the collar and elbow. Kuleshov now, headlock takeover. We're going to work Barry White over with an attack, and a kick on the run sends Barry down. Kuleshov now a kick to the back. And a few kicks to the face. This is the reason why, folks, that Aleksandar Kuleshov is undefeated. But Barry White pushing her away. A winner of his last 3, but Aleksandar Kuleshov a winner of his last 7. And it shows with that reversal. Kuleshov now going up top. Could it be that side kick once again? Yes, he hits it. Reminiscent of the side kick he landed on Scorpion for the top rope. At Unrivaled Ambition, Aleksandar Kuleshov wrestling the match he wants to wrestle out of the entranceway in this main event. The fans certainly don't like it. And he's not so much a Russian patriot as a mixed martial arts supporter. He is a man who simply disregards the accomplishments of all the wrestlers he's fought. I mean, he's faced veteran after veteran, Hog Williker, Merle Haggard Jr., Scorpion, all of these icons of the old URWL, he's beaten them all. He's almost, I hate to use the term, a legend killer. But Aleksandar Kuleshov here tonight hasn't faced a man like Barry White, the 18-time champion, finding an answer for Kuleshov in this early part of the contest. The fans enjoying what they're seeing so far in this main event is Barry White, the atomic drop, sending Kuleshov down the old school style, firmly at work. Barry now looking to work over Kuleshov with a submission attempt. No, it's actually a body press setting him down, but Kuleshov rolling out of the way. That agility, that athleticism fully at work. Kuleshov, though, his athleticism can't bring down the 320-pound Barry White as Barry sends him down a big boot. And signaling now for the love clutch. Could this be over with 24 minutes remaining? That doesn't look like it. Barry now placing Kuleshov on that top turnbuckle pad. Looking for an attack. A strike. And a back suplex. The crowd erupting for the legend, Barry White, as he goes for the pin. Could it be over? Has he broken Kuleshov? Kuleshov remains unbroken. A Barry White chance once again starting from this crowd. They love him here, as does most of the towns the URWL stops in. And here we are. Surfboard stretch from Barry White, looking to work over the younger, the undefeated Kuleshov. However, Kuleshov certainly class of his own technique-wise, breaks it up, running in now, drop toe hold, and Kuleshov, what's he gonna do here? Go on Plata! Go on Plata! That's some MMA for you. Barry White has never been in a hold this complex, this dangerous. However, Barry powerbomb straight out of it. I've only seen that from one other man, Hog Williker, in this URWL. Certainly the definition of unorthodox, and I know Aleksandar Kuleshov knows the meaning of that very well. The swagger of Barry White. Couple of stomps. Sending now. Kuleshov up to his feet and down! Pile driver! Old school to the core is Barry White as he celebrates for his multitude of fans here in Buffalo. Going for the cover now. 2 count only. Collar and elbow tie-up. Once again, both men in a stalemate. Barry White wins this round. Headlock takeover. 18-time champion looking for something. Kuleshov counters and sends Barry down. And no! I was about to say they were in a stalemate, but Kuleshov, a chop block. Now kick to the back by Kuleshov. Setting Barry up once again. And another series of kicks to the face. However, Barry White not staying down that mat for long, pushing Kuleshov down. And once again, a press. Trying to weaken that core of Kuleshov. And now going after the leg, slamming that knee right into the canvas. If he disables that attack, he wins the match. There is no question. Hoisting Kuleshov up now is White and down. Spinning variation of the sidewalk slam. Barry now. Kuleshov temporarily incapacitated. Could it be for a 3 count? We shall see. No. Kuleshov kicks out at 2 once again. Looking for a chop now is White. Kuleshov counters with a kick. Irish whip into another kick. Nobody has an answer for these Kuleshov kicks as he goes for the pin 2-0. The biggest match in Kuleshov's career, and well, he's doing exactly what I said he'd do. He's wrestling the match he normally wrestles as Barry White, looking for that power advantage, looking to dominate AK-47. A big boot by Barry, but Kuleshov counters with an acrobatic kick of his own. Now distancing himself, a variation of the super kick now. Kuleshov, I don't know how many kicks he has in his arsenal, but it's endless. Barry White now, reversing, and will go behind. Looking to weaken that leg once again. He's doing it right. Sends him straight down. If he weakens the legs, he wins the match. Aleksandar Kuleshov doesn't want any part of it as he escapes the ring. However, Barry White now, with the fans on his side, looks to make an exit, but no! Kuleshov, chop block. Absolutely livid are the URWL fans in Buffalo as no. Kuleshov on the apron, leg drop, right to the neck. And Barry White is reeling. The man who feels he is superior to professional wrestling has an attack going. However, Barry White stops it dead in its tracks. Bulldog. The fans liking his match, liking the match he's fighting. Barry White pushing 60, but he's not showing it, folks. He is on fire. As a backbreaker sends Kuleshov down, you might want to think if Kuleshov is sustaining any injuries just from that weight advantage, just from that power advantage, as Barry White now, another backbreaker, weakening that core. If he takes away the core and the legs, Kuleshov's done for as he goes for the cover. Could that be enough? No. The streak continues, at least temporarily. White now, Irish whip to the corner. Looking for an opening, placing Kuleshov up on top. What's going to happen? Barry White looking for the advantage with a neck breaker. And now, Barry White signaling for the love clutch. Could it be imminent? Facebuster. Barry, love clutch, but the referee calls an off-rope break. Are you kidding me? Losing my voice once again here, folks. I apologize, but that was an extremely questionable call from our official assigned to this contest. Barry White now Irish whip to the opposite corner and a strong clothesline. He has Kuleshov right where he wants. No! Shane B. Perkins! Neckbreaker! The referee doing absolutely nothing about it. I guess it's a title-for-title situation, and the good till the last drop. That's what he calls it, folks. Shane B. Perkins. I guess I could have seen this coming, but he's made an impact. Both men out temporarily, but Kuleshov now back to his feet. This is ridiculous. Barry White has no answer for Shane B. Perkins. He comes from literally out of nowhere, attacking Barry White almost every chance he can get, and Kuleshov reveling in the moment. Barry White still standing, but I don't know how much he's functioning at this point in time. Kuleshov now. You've got to be kidding me, running in. And a soul right to the face. Kuleshov now. No, that's the Kuleshov rush. He's setting it up. Damn it! Damn it all! Kuleshov! Oh, kick to the head! And we know what's coming up next, folks. Kuleshov with the match in check. What? Wait a second for the crowd, that's Spectre! Spectre, as you know, attacked Kuleshov. An unrivaled ambition. Could he be looking for another attack here? He misses, but no! That's the rat bastard Corey Jones, the leader of Legitimate Wrestling, fresh off of losing at SWF Dark Horizon. And he's looking to influence this contest, attacking Spectre, while Kuleshov cinches in the triangle hold inside that ring, applying pressure, and no! No! Damn it! Barry White taps out. Kuleshov is 8-0 and the new Federational Champion. Damn it!
New and undisputed URWL Federational Champion, Aleksandar, AK-47, Kuleshov.
After all that's happened tonight, after that heinous Star of David from Seth Stern that sent Vince Neil 1981 to the hospital and not in this commentary booth. I mean, this certainly seems like emblematic of the times we are in. Let's take a look at the replay here, and Kuleshov and White squaring off an even matchup, bringing the fans out of their seats many times in a row. That Baba Chop Supreme by White, and that Roughness FPS, this diving kick by Aleksandar Kuleshov. I mean, he uses that to perfection. As you see there in slow motion, it's even better than it seems in real life. However, Shane B. Perkins, you can't say that, he didn't have his fingerprints all over this match. That attack caused Kuleshov to unleash the Kuleshov rush. Spectre looked to even the odds, but Corey Jones, with an attack that I'm still trying to comprehend, taking over, hijacking yet another show, yet another match to his own perverted advantage. And Aleksandar Kuleshov is our new URWL Federational Champion at 8-0. However, now Corey Jones entering the ring. Damn it, no, this cannot be happening! This was thought of all along! You don't mean to tell me that Aleksandar Kuleshov, the new Federational Champion, has joined the Legitimate Wrestling Revolution? This is... I don't know. After what's happened the past few months, after all that's happened tonight, I can't describe any of this anymore. Good night.